I, 28F, have been with my partner, M30, for around 6 years. We share a toddler together and recently got engaged. The reason for my post is that for over a year or so now, he has been hanging out with a group of friends he has made from work during lunch times and sometimes for after-work drinks/events. I'm really happy that he has found a group of friends at work, but what I'm starting to get a bit concerned about is that in this group of friends, which are all guys except for this one female, is the female. At first, I never really had any concerns about this, but I have encountered a couple of things recently which have made me feel uncomfortable. To set some context, my fiancé has always painted the female as one of the guys, and I guess she's not extremely feminine, but I have met her a few times and wouldn't say she is as masculine as my partner has made her out to be. She's the type of girl that is quite bubbly and flirtatious, and the times I have hung out in their group, I have seen her be very flirty and playful with the guys, such as play fighting, teasing them etc. My fiancé has told me that at least 3 of the men in the group like her in that way, and I'm starting to wonder whether he develop feelings as well. Now to get on with what has concerned me, a couple of weeks ago, my partner told me he was going for a drink with one of the guys in his group, his closest friend from the bunch. I was at home that day working, so I told him I'll go and get dinner from the supermarket and make it so it's ready for us once he gets home. After an hour or so of him being out, I left to walk to the shop and called him on the way to see what he fancied for dinner and if he wanted anything else. He didn't answer, which was fine, but as I got to the shop, I get a phone call from him, which was perfect timing as I was just walking through the shop doors. To my horror, I am greeted on the phone by a female's voice, which I recognize to be the female in the group. She has somehow got hold of my partner's phone, bearing in mind he keeps his phone in his suit pocket, and is calling me to ask if he can stay out later. At this point, I can hear all the other guys in the group talking in the background, so I know that the group was all there. I just found it odd that he lied about only going for a drink with one of the guys, that she somehow had access to his phone, and why another female would call the future wife/GF from the partner's phone asking if they can stay out later with her drinking. I just don't know if I'm overthinking and overreacting here, but as a female myself, I don't think I would ever think of calling the partner, who I barely know, of the opposite sex asking that. I was livid because I just wanted to talk to him to ask him about dinner and didn't appreciate her inserting herself into our lives like that. I have somewhat brushed this under the carpet for now, and he returned home within an hour or so, and we had a nice evening together. It has been playing on my mind ever since low-key though. Then another thing happened this week, which TBH I think isn't too bad, but still just a bit personal for my liking. My partner went to a work event during the week, and as we were both working in the city that day and commute home together, I stayed in the city and went for a gym/steam sesh until his event was finished. We then traveled home together after. However, once we got to our car, my partner got a voice note from his best guy mate from the group. Except this voice note was not from the guy, it was instead from the girl, saying my partner's name, love you my partner's name. He played it out loud when we were in the car and laughed. Again, I know it's probably just a drunk girl being stupid and having a laugh, but I just find it a bit disrespectful doing that when you know the person has a fiancé and a child together. She is younger, probably early 20s, so I guess she's still quite immature and probably doesn't realize that if the shoe was on the other foot and she was the one in the relationship, she wouldn't like it if another girl was interacting with her partner in that way. Do you think I am overreacting here, or should I be rightfully concerned? Honest opinions are welcome.